Hello Scorpio, and welcome to the monthly love reading for singles for the month of April. Now Scorpio, for my regular subscribers, I know I haven't been able to get you these readings out for a little while. Please forgive me. Mercury retrograde meant I lost my laptop, pre-recorded videos, and my phone, so it was good times. So what I'm doing, I know it's halfway through April, but what I'm doing is I'm doing a monthly spread. So first 2 weeks, and then I'm going to qualify with the Rider-Waite. So I'm going to have a look at what's going to come up for you. Before we get into it, Healing Dove Tarot just had its first birthday. So hurrah, 1 year on YouTube. It's pretty freaking cool. I am doing a special for personal readings. It's in the description bar below, so get in quick. I'm booking up pretty fast. In terms of astrology, there's some really big stuff going on. So we've just had a new moon in Aries. It is the beginning of the new year from an astrology point of view. But the really important one that I want you to take note of is the full moon that's coming up in Libra. It's going to affect you in terms of your schedule, particularly when it comes to work. So you're going to have a lot of opportunities coming in from a work point of view. But this is a love reading, so let's get stuck into it. At the bottom of the deck, you come into this period with the Empress. So you could have a Taurus that's quite important in your life, maybe a Libra. I typically like to read the energy around the rest of the cards to see what's coming through, and I'm getting Taurus quite strongly. Or it could just mean that you're a mother with children. Now, what's interesting is you've got 2 5s side by side, 5 of Swords and 5 of Wands. It's not great energy, okay? Both of these cards by themselves speak about a defensive kind of energy, having your guard up, you know, almost arguing to a point of getting into a pointless battle, right? It's often described as the card of winning the battle but losing the war. It's kind of like, what if you won but what if you lost type thing, if you feel me. And often I see this kind of energy when it comes to dating or relationships where you just don't see eye to eye with the person. And what's interesting is that you have the 4 of Cups at the base of this. So either you've had arguments, because I am reading this on the 11th of April. So either you've had arguments at the beginning of the month with someone that you were involved with. It could be a Taurus or a Libra that's either a mother or you're a mother to their children. And it's been a really tense kind of situation. It's like they're trying to offer you something, you're not seeing eye to eye. It's really interesting because you have a lot of, I don't know if you can see this on camera, but you have a lot of darkness around you, okay, kind of murky waters. And then at the center, you have this illumination. And what's really interesting is that you have this illumination with the Empress. Very similar colors. Do you see that? Oranges, pinks, really beautiful kind of heart chakra, sacral chakra, so sexual intimacy, that kind of thing. And then everything else around it is pretty dark. So I feel like what you're trying to do is find the balance, and that doesn't surprise me because this Libra full moon coming in on the 19th of April is what it's going to be for you in terms of love, relationships, commitments, trying to find the balance with everything else in your life, with finances, with your emotions, with your job, even your sanity. Now you could have a, I think I've mentioned this before, a child. I've got the Page of Cups here. So younger water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, could be your baby or your partner's baby or your love interest baby. There's definitely a child in this mix. It's a general reading, so take what works for you, leave what doesn't. But what's interesting is that you've got 2 4s here on either side of your 10 of Cups. You have the 4 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles. 4s are all about trying to build stability, okay? 4 of Cups speaks about someone making you an offer, but you kind of like, you don't want to take it, or you find it boring, or you're just not engaged. And the 4 of Pentacles speaks about, it's like my Scrooge card. It's like trying to hold on to your money. Just be careful, because even if you're in a struggling situation, like let's say money's tight, or you've just recently lost a job or something like that, the more you hold on to it, and you're kind of putting a barrier up, a wall up, and I can see that here, because you've got the Prince of Swords coupled with the 9 of Swords. So this is my card of anxiety, sleepless nights, not really overthinking, not getting enough rest. And then this is a card of checking up on someone on social media, trying to see what they're doing, trying to get clarity in a situation, okay? So I feel like what I'm getting is there's a lot of change to do with a past situation, and that doesn't surprise me because we're coming up to that full moon, we're closing a circle. Someone that you were, maybe you had a family with, someone you're committed to, and it's changed your foundation from an emotional point and a financial point, and you're trying to find your balance. All right, are you with me? So let's have a look and see what's coming up for you for the second half of April as we get closer to that full moon in Libra. As I said, it's going to be a lot about balance for you, trying to find your balance, particularly in career. I feel like you've made a change, or you are trying to make a change or something like that, trying to really find your self-worth. Eddie, can I please have a clarifying card? Thank you. The Magician. Yeah, beautiful. So as soon as you get to that full moon, it's going to shift. The energy is going to shift. Lovely. Three of Pentacles speaks about collaboration, family, friends. Empress, again, repeating message. So for some of you, you're definitely a mother, or your love interest that you're wanting to date, and for the cross watchers out there, is a mother. Okay. I don't always read the Empress as a mother card. It speaks about creation and fertility, like birthing new ideas as well. But it depends on the other cards around it, and I'm very much getting that maternal kind of figure. It's funny, you just had a really positive card, the Fool, come out, but in the reverse. It's like you're blocking your own new beginnings. Try and get out of your head if you can, all right? Try and not be so negative on everyone around you that's trying to help. You have some really good people around you at the moment that are trying to help you rebuild your foundation. Okay. So not surprising to me, but at the bottom of this deck you have the Tower, which speaks about things that aren't stable that are going to come crashing down. Okay, yeah, depending on when you're watching this video, even though I film it for the month of April, it's the energy is static, right? It moves and flows. Months, as we understand it, is irrelevant when it comes to energy, spirit, tarot. And the fact that you've got the Tarot here kind of speaks to me. It's something to do with your home or where you work. You're changing one of the two. And I feel like it could affect your child that you either have with someone else or your partner's child. But stay positive, because I do see a lot of really beautiful cards here, okay? You have the Magician, you have the Empress, you have the card of Strength, and you have the Fool. Even though it's in the reverse, it's not a bad thing, okay? And I'll break it down for you. I'll tell you what I see. So in the second half of April, so around about the 15th, just before that full moon in Libra, you have the Magician coupled with the Three of Pentacles. I feel like you have this incredible support network around you, okay? Colleagues, friends, family that want to try and help you in whatever it is that you're trying to build, create, grow for yourself, for your children. And if you are a mother and you do have kids, then just know that whatever you're struggling with right now, if it's financial, whatever it seems like